So hey y'all, hey, and welcome to another session of Meditations with Marigny. And this morning, it's kind of crazy because it's dark outside. I'm at school about 30 minutes early, but I knew I wanted to do this video before I went inside. And if you like my videos, I'd like for you to click like. If you love them, I'd love for you to share it with a friend. And if you don't mind, I'd love for you to subscribe if you're new to my channel. So today I wanted to jump on and I want to follow up to a video that I saw that one of my fellow YouTubers friends did. And the video, sorry about that, y'all, I'm trying to adjust my camera. The video that I saw that he did, and I want to give a shout out to him. So I'm going to post his video in my comments on this video. I'm going to put a link out there for this video so you can see his review, because he's speaking from a man's point of view. And I want to capitalize on something that he said in the video, and I want to talk about it from a woman's point of view. So if you are a man and you're watching this video, you could have heard his perspective from the man's perspective, but I want to speak to the young man in reference to what a woman would be thinking in this situation. And so the short version is that he had a letter. He does, on Wednesdays, he does something where he responds to emails that his subscribers have sent. And he had an email where someone wrote in, a young man wrote in, and he talked about the way that his friend treats him, girlfriend that he's had for a year. And she is basically disrespectful to him in public, but she treats him really well in private, right? Isn't that something? So, and I want to give him credit for the video. His name is Professor X. So it's the word professor, the letter X, 1977. That's how you can locate him on YouTube. And then you can also search, I think it's Professor X Perspective on YouTube. You can search that way. But I'm going to post this particular video in this comment link. I'll put his link out there. But the point that I want to make to the young man, he gave some really good advice to the young man. And he was talking about how a person treats you in public shows, you know, what they think of you and what order that you're in reference to that relationship. And what I want to say, because you guys know, oftentimes I speak from a perspective of a woman who is a mother of all boys. So as my sons are dating, as I'm doing these videos for myself and for my constituents or the subscribers that are interested in what I'm bringing to the table, I'm also looking at how my sons will be guided by me. And if I was speaking with my son, this man was a little bit older. So the bottom line is there should be a little level of maturity there, in my opinion, based on the age bracket of this particular letter. But the other thing that I thought about is, one, she really does not like him. She does not like him. A woman that really likes a man, I'm not talking about love, because we can learn to love someone. If you do not like your partner, especially from a woman's perspective, she is not going to respect him. I want to use my own self as an example. When I was going through challenges in my marriage, and when I knew the time that I knew my marriage was over was when I no longer respected my husband. And I sat him down and we had that conversation. The things that you have put me through, I don't think I'm going to be able to get past that. And because I have lost respect for you, because I don't, and it wasn't in a bad way that I said it. Like, we just are no longer there. And since I don't like you, it's going to be difficult for me to respect you. Because one thing about me is I give respect even before people earn it. I know a lot of people say, no, you got to earn my respect. No, I'm going to give you the respect because I want you to give it to me, unless I show you a reason that you should not. So in this situation with this young lady, the reason that she can talk to him any kind of way and treat him any kind of way in front of her friends and her family and coworkers is because she does not like him. Now, when they are at home, yeah, she's affectionate because obviously there is something that he is doing in that relationship that is causing her to get an effect of what she wants from him. What that means is he might be paying some bills. He might be good in bed. He may be accommodating to the things that she likes, but she does not genuinely like him. And because of that, because when you genuinely like someone, you want to protect them. You think about your regular friends, think about your family, think about your mama, think about your daddy. If you got a good relationship, healthy relationships, you're going to protect the people that you care about. So even if I had a problem with him, my friends and my family are not going to know it until we come all the way out the box. And when I say that, I'm not talking about being fake. I'm talking about me and him would talk about that at the house. If he did something, there have been times that my husband, at that time, he did something and I was like, oh no. And I could have showed out right there where we were. But when we got home, I said, hey, don't ever do that right there again. Like, if you ever do that again, I need you to understand I didn't like that. And I did not like how it made me feel. And I didn't like how it presented me in front of those people. But if you ever do that again, I'm handling this now behind closed doors, but I'm going to handle it in public. And then the next thing that I'm going to say is communication is the key. At this age and this bracket, for the people who are subscribers to my channel, you should be having hard conversations up front. You should be able to have conversations just like this, and y'all talk through that process. That's why I know that if you all ever see me get married again, I'm not worried about divorce, because we're going to divorce proof that relationship before we even get into it. We're going to talk about the hard things and how we're going to handle it. And then I'm going to expect that we're going to follow through with those expectations and those guidelines that we put in place. And if I don't find somebody that can match that level of structure and understanding, I won't marry them. And that's where maturity comes in. And we understand that that's how we then get into healthy relationships. And then the last thing that I wanted to say is I talked about a few weeks ago on one of my videos. I don't even remember which one, but I remember talking about in the online dating process, I'm still dating people that I feel are within my bracket. What this also tells me is that this young man may be dating a young lady that he really admires, but she may not be somebody that he would traditionally be able to date. That means that he might be dating, if you will, outside of his bracket, and therefore he is willing to accommodate disrespect for the ability to be in a relationship with somebody that he might be dating, somewhat dating up. And so, no, find somebody that's your equal, that will respect you and that will regard who you are as a young man, and make sure then that you're able to cultivate that relationship with her. All right, y'all, my time is up. Click like if you like the video, share it with a friend, and subscribe if you would like. I'm going to drop the video in the link. Bye.